Hold on, let me get this all put together. Hi, Rhaegar. Hi, Jax. Let me just get this set up properly. We're trying out the sea home this time, so this is a little bit different than normal. We finished putting all these things together. Trying to get this. Let's see if I put these on the right way. I think this one goes this way. And this one goes this way. Someday we'll have VR stuff that isn't so annoying to put together. Okay. 1, 2, 3 on. 1, 2, 3 on. Did it work? Ugh. Every time. All right. Let's get this screen open. All right. That looks like it's working. Hi, Splat. Just doing the usual now that I'm back from my weekend adventures. What does this do? Oh. So there's a dance room in here? What an interesting map. So we are on a... Yeah. We're on a cruise ship. Very interesting. Let's explore around, see what else is up here. Everyone's favorite green gate dog. I hope I was everyone's favorite, because if not, then I'd have to take care of some people. Where are we? Ocean just goes on forever, I guess. Go find the free ice cream. Ice cream. Look. There's a boat or something out there. You see that? Off in the distance behind me. You got rid of the Jeep? What Jeep did you have? I forget. What happened to it? Alright. We're just gonna run along the ocean because we are Jesus. There. We've got to make it out to this island or whatever it is. It's the iceberg. Potentially. 2022 Gladiator. So you had a Gladiator, but you don't anymore. Interesting. Rubicon. Oh, you had a fancy one. I wouldn't mind having one of those. How much was that? Alright. Locomotion. Dang. This world doesn't give me an option to fly away. Got a 2021 Cummins. Why? You can be hauling stuff, I'm guessing? It's kind of hard to tell which way is forward. 2-ton trailer with your side-by-side. Oh. So the Jeep wasn't enough for that? Struggling. Yeah, I guess that makes sense since they're rated like max tow capacity of 4,500, so that's right at max. We got some 6,500. Oh, okay, so I mean it's a gas engine, so they have a hard time pulling heavy stuff. What the heck is out here? So there is an iceberg. We were right. It was an iceberg. You had the diesel gladiator. And we have a buoy. A boy. 6,500 and the gasket's 6,000. Interesting. And so we have a tiny boat and some candles. And a lounge that Fen is at that I can't get into.
Bless you. Hi. Hey.
Yeah, turn this to group so you can actually see there. You always knew I wanted to be nailed by 3 men and come back 2 days later for more. Wow.
Unreal.
You'll never drive anything that doesn't run on God's fuel. A diesel Jeep would be cool.
I thought a diesel Jeep?
Yeah, the newer ones.
Loud.
Yeah, if mine isn't loud enough.
Electro swing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going here. Spider-Man.
We're out here. It's like, what if we wanted to make the worst genre of music possible, and they invented electro swing?
Did you say possible? Ha ha ha.
How do I drown in this ocean?
Go through the portal.
What's on the other side?
It teleports us to the cruise ship. Alright, now that he's gone, let's shoot him with the gravity gun. Where is it? Gotta hurry up and get it before he comes back.
I've been back all along.
Hi.
Hi there. I'm always behind you. Never forget that.
I think it's this one, isn't it?
Hey.
Hmm.
What?
How did this happen?
What What? I'm scared.
I think we may have had a little scientific accident.
This would go into a Yip comic, not... wait, Shoot me again.
I can't grab the gun.
Oh god. Let me see if I can... Oh, thank goodness.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do it again.
Dude, oh god. Hi.
Where did my camera go?
It's right. Yeah.
There, okay. Salami legs. Alright. Never mind. Let's not use that gun.
You shouldn't shoot me. I'm too base to be shot.
For a second, I thought that was you.
What was me?
The MFL sound redeem.
I did an MFL sound redeem like 5 minutes ago.
Hi, AB. Have I ever met a snow leopard fursuiter? Yes. I know at least one snow leopard fursuiter. Yeah, they're cool. I like the snow leopard suits. I've seen a few. I don't know that many in person, but I've seen the DEF system has to go. You're too tired? Ah. All right, Rhaegar. Have a good night. Dream of nice, soft LS Camaros chasing the Ferraris at Le Mans.
Hey, Rhaegar. I'm putting peanut butter on tacos.
What do you think of MFL? It depends. What about them? Are you looking at getting a suit by them? Because their suits are pretty cool. The
More for
updated,
less?
the updated model with the new face animations. So technically yes, but VR chat does not use those animations. So this is just the VR chat animations. The other one needs my face tracker. I need to buy a mouth tracker if I want the fancy updated animations, which I would like, but I just haven't gotten one, so maybe someday. Bring it around town. Chasing the mans? Yeah. MFL fursuits are too expensive. Oh, yeah. Well, they're cool. I like them.
I think the main downside I think of MFL, besides, you know, stigmas, is that just the heavy heads.
Yeah, their heads are like... They're like pit bulls. They're meat heads.
They're real. They just like you lean your head forward and your center of gravity is off.
Yeah. Is Neos VR free like VRC? Yes. Yes, it is. It's also cringe like VRC. Mouth tracker for extra credit after hours VRC moments. Hung.
For a moment.
Yeah.
Mouse tracker plus disco pause.
Hello? Yes? Sign me up. Alright, let's check Curious Cat and see what we got on our list of things for that 6 pound.
Curious Cat, be like, what be the numbers on the front and back of your credit card?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yep, 6194.
Oh, this is a good one. You have to make JJ another species. No dogs allowed. What do you choose and why?
Wait, what's the question?
You have to make JJ another species. What do you choose and why? No dogs allowed. So, I could choose anything I want. I think I would maybe do like a kaiju kangaroo to get that dino effect in, and then I'll still be Australian. I'm in it for the pouch. I want to have a pouch to put people in and then carry them around.
I was also gonna say kangaroo, but since you went kangaroo, I'll go against the grindstone here and I'll say otter.
No.
Yeah, I want you to become the
No.
fox of the sea.
Country Balls Columbia. That's a funny name. Hi. Welcome to the VR Chat Gamer stream.
Yeah, I love country balls so much. They're always so bad. I love those beams.
I already have a pouch to put you in. It's called the... Oh. You're this cringe in real life? I can attest? Yeah, we can attest.
Didn't realize Riker was a cat too. Unreal. Anal vor committee.
Country Balls. Why is your name Country Balls?
Also, hello, Country Balls Columbia.
Beans? By the way, that coleslaw that I was telling you about, oops,
Yeah, what's up?
it also had raisins in it.
What in the? I Okay, chat. JJ brought home some coleslaw today, right? He was out there selling his crack, and he came back because a nice customer gave him some coleslaw, and it had normal coleslaw things in there, and they also had broccoli and raisins in the coleslaw. What? I'm never letting you deal in the Midwest again. I swear to God. There's something in the water here, and it's not good.
Okay, Mano te digo. No saying. All right, so I can understand part of that. Mainly
Yeah, right, Splat?
mainly the doesn't speak English XD at the end,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to figure out what the first part says. That he doesn't understand what I asked. You're going to vomit again. K-Dog. Hi, Bryant. Welcome to the gamer zone. He. Gamer zone, yeah. Yeah, so I would choose kangaroo because kangaroos are cool and they're very jumpy and they also have big tails and big ears and big paws and are from Australia and they have a pouch so I can put stuff in it. It's like a natural thief bag of holding. You can just steal stuff and put it in your pouch. It's the perfect plan. Nobody would look in here for their wallet.
Wait, hold on. Well, you said you didn't understand something. What were you talking about?
Oh, up above, Country Balls said something in Spanish, and the last part was that he.
Menos te digo de una vez que
So I
no
think that
sé
means
los
like
60.
he didn't understand.
Oh, he's calling you mono, so that's like short for hermano, like brother. Like he's saying, bro, I'm telling you once I don't speak English.
Oh, okay, so close to what I thought he was saying.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Country Balls. You steal it, no one will ever know. Nothing's working, your fever won't break, you hate existing. You gotta drink J-Roo, yes. Or I could be a dragon, because the dragons are cool. What would I keep in my pouch at all times? A gun. Or a pipe bomb. You're drinking water? That's a lie. If you were drinking water, you wouldn't be talking right now. All right, let's see. What's our next question on Curious Cat? Rhaegar. Unfortunately, Rhaegar's in bed already, so he wouldn't be able to hear this one live.
Kill issue, Rhaegar.
What do you think about loneliness? Do you like it? Asks Rhaegar. One is the loneliest number that you ever do. Do can be as bad as what? It's the loneliest number since the number. Ooh. You'll step on me. He. Gotta chase the zombies. You've never met a dragon fur you didn't want to hold underwater until their wallet floats to the top? Ha ha ha. Hey.
Based moment. So yeah, was that your opinions on the thought of loneliness or alone time?
So I wouldn't say I'm a lonely person because like I make do. Like when I lived in that tiny town in the middle of nowhere, I made new friends because I was in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know anybody. I made my own friends. So like I've never had a problem with like gathering people, I guess is the phrase to use when I'm in a place that I'm unfamiliar with. And so I can gather people and like we can all do stuff together so that it's not just me doing things by myself. I'm going to die alone. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to die alone like Walter White in a shootout with the police. which is
I get,
extremely base, to be honest.
I get what you're getting at with the loneliness stuff. Personally, I'm a big fan of my alone time. I like spending a healthy amount of time just to myself. I don't get overwhelmed easy being around a lot of people, but I get overwhelmed being around people for too long. So that's why I tend to, I don't want to say isolate myself because I'll still interact on things like Discord or like Xbox Party Chat or something. But I like being physically alone, at least in a sense that I'm not actively like interacting face to face with someone for extended periods of time. But I don't like doing that too much because if I do that too much, then I also start to get socially starved for like IRL interaction. That's why I like spending time with Jay a lot, or the other roommates, or if Jay and I go out to visit other people, like once every like I'd say once the 1 to 2 week period gets around of me not interacting with like a larger group of people IRL, that's when I start to feel like really socially starved. But in the meantime, I do really well with the interactions between roommates and online friends.
Farting keeps the mosquitoes away. I hate all of you.
Unreal.
Fart and tacos better while streaming. No. My only friend was Blahaj. True. Chip and used napkin.
Flush.
I bet you're wondering why he's called used napkin. I hit the
I'm
greedy.
calling the police. I wish I had a full motion track set up so I can hit the gritty in the middle of VR. That'd be insane.
Husband thinks you're being gross, but you're just trying to keep him bug free. He giving cooties to people. Hashtag 2020 moment. He won't even visit you in New York for free. Visiting you in New York. New York is scary though. What if I...
Field trip?
Yeah. Pink eye for
You know
JJ. No.
You know who lives near New York? While you're bullying Bryant, I could bully Glitch.
We can both bully Bryant and Glitch at the same time. Californian
Base.
girl? What's the Californian girl? My body seems to not like standing here. Help.
Okay, let's move over a couple feet. I mean, couple paws.
Facing the wrong way. Let me just kind of rotate around. Alright, that seems better. He'll protect you. You have to buy the Patreon tier? Oh yeah. The Patreon tier.
We could drive through whatever state that Miles lives in. I know it's somewhere like in the north, but not like the northeast. And
Michigan?
grab her on the way over. Just make a full road trip out of it.
Alright, last question on Curious Cat is... You are the only one who can put a smile on my face without even trying, and I really enjoy watching your videos and streams. -R. Who's that? Thank you, though. That's very nice. Wow.
-R, if I'd make a guess, Rhaegar?
Well, Rhaegar uses his account, and that was an anonymous one.
Huh.
Because his shows up with his name on it. Pooh Town.
I was...
Wow.
Excuse me? What? Pooh Town?
The forbidden zone.
Pooh Town. That sounds like the cursed door at like a Fox party. I would be confused with the piss room.
I was gonna say, you open the door to Pooh Town, and it's just the room next door's party, which is the baby fur room. Go to my front door, like, right now. Who's outside my front door? You missed your Duolingo lesson. You know what that means. Intruder alert, back door.
Well, you've got mail, JJ. It's a package from Mr. Kazenki.
Kaziz...
Kazakhstan? Why is this postcard beeping?
Most of the money goes to houses. But I can't do it. I'm in the basement, and I never leave the basement.
Real. Here, I'll do it because I need to get water anyway, so I'll be right back.
Furries on Twitch be like, hey, I think you're really cool. You should look outside your window right now.
If there's nothing at this front door, Bryant owes you a $40 donation.
You heard him, folks. Hi, RP. Alright, we're sending Taco to go get kidnapped. Wow. Now we just gotta wait around. Where'd he go? Quickly, while he's not here. We gotta get out the transformation gun again. If I can remember where it is. Wow, Bryant. You shouldn't have. Thank you so much. I've always wanted one of these. How far is the front door? We have to go upstairs and then walk. Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement. Is that what this is? I guess. Oh, he's coming back. What could it be?
JJ, you actually did have something at your front door.
What?
You have 2 Amazon packages.
Are they labeled to me?
Yep. I'll put them on your desk.
What the heck? This isn't something I ordered. Brian, what did you send me? What?
Squishy pipe bomb.
Land shark? You mean like it's actually a pipe bomb? Congratulations! You've won yourself a new car. Go outside and start it now. Alright, well, I'll have to figure out what those are soon. Unless you all want me to open them and see what it is right now. But it's kind of hard to do in VR.
Sorry, Splat, I died.
Yeah, he picked up the package, and now the whole front of the house is a crater.
If you're not wanting to take off your VR stuff, do you want me to come over there and open the package for you in front of you?
No, it's fine. I can just look up on the thing. Alright, we're gonna find out what's in these things. I just gotta go full schizo mode and tear perforation to open. Alright.
Can't wait to just watch your full VR chat model go limp. Just fall down right in front of you like a wet spaghetti.
Not the only... I should have come to New York. Alright, here I am virtually opening a bag in real life. This is kind of funny looking in game. Alright, what's in here? Oh my god, what is this? What did you send me?
Oh god, one second. I'm coming over to the other side to look at it.
It's ricin.
Okay, let me see it. Where you put it.
I think this is for you.
Can you put this one even?
I mean, he probably would be game for that.
Or no. Oh, if we go to that event this Saturday, we should Shreddy's pool party. Imagine wearing this.
Oh no.
Oh, that'd be so base. Instead of wearing a dress.
It's
Jump scare.
oh god.
Actually, jump scare.
No, stop. It is a coconut bra. Like one of those ones from the movies. Actually, on second thought, it was a pipe bomb. Goodbye, everyone.
Run.
Alright, now I gotta see what this other thing is. Yeah. Got something else. Alright. Opening the bag. Okay, this is something small. Small and flat. It is a... Bryant?
I'm coming over again.
Bryant, please. Why do you do this to me?
Wow.
I wish it just needs a little heart with the bone going through it.
Wow. If this isn't the most perfect gift I've ever seen someone give you, it's even more perfect than what you stuck on the bottom of my Xbox, which chat will not learn what stuff was on the bottom of my Xbox. God knows I don't need friends on Twitter. I don't have 10K Twitter followers. I'm not popular enough for it.
This is what I'm gonna put on Brian's car. What is the second half? It is a magnetic sticker, or like it's a magnet that says, "I heart my gay dog." Here I am holding it in my hand, as you can almost see. I'm being terrorized here. And the only thing I was waiting for from Amazon were new water filters for my water thing. But here we are. It's perfect because Taco hearts me. Anyway.
Beep, beep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, JJ, a little time bomb. Have you seen the Family Guy skit where it's like the Bill Cosby heart monitor? It's like, wait, bo, ba, ba. Just like a little time bomb, but the little number pad makes the same Bill Cosby noises.
Yeah, that's funny. I wonder if my, let's see. Let's see if this works.
Can I touch it with your paws?
I'm trying to see if the grabber works. I gotta put it down here.
Damn, who knew that the movie Speed could have ended early if they just put steppies on the bomb?
I guess not. Dang. Maybe I need to edit it. Oh well. Maybe next time.
Yeah, Bryant, you really want to torture JJ? You should like do the same thing he just did, but like you should look at his Amazon wish list. It would be easy.
It's only the beginning. You drank 3 beers and you were like, you just sent me stuff. Wow. You need my wish list? You're right, I actually do have a wish list. I keep forgetting that I made one. You have a ridiculous amount of disposable income. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, that's a cool SHO you have. It would be a shame if you were to let me have it. Ha ha ha. Actually, I know a guy who can get your paint detailed for you.
Walking up to the person who now has a lot of disposable income, like, the Steam summer sale is coming up, and here's my wish list raw X3.
Oh, I thought you were
You
going to
should.
say something about Batman's parents.
Oh, just throw a property damage on your Steam wish list.
You bought Boozy a taxidermy rooster. That's funny. Hi, Clausen. Welcome to the Gamer Zone. Unfortunately, you're late. You know what that means.
Gosh,
What is with the laser thing?
I still can't stop thinking about Clawhauser.
See, this is how you know you're in Neos VR, because you have the box checked that says hide lasers, and then the lasers still show up. Oop.
Hey, negligent discharge. Unreal.
Fox Daddy never buys you what you want. He buys you what you need. Right now, I need a small loan of 2 scoops of chocolate ice cream. Would I taxidermy my old suit? That would be cool. I could do that.
Lawson, you don't need Twitch to tell you. JJ's here. Same time every week. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. U.S. Central. Like clockwork.
Yeah, except for Sunday when I was out in the woods.
Out in the woods touching random animals' paws.
Yeah.
He even washes hands afterwards.
Me chasing foxes this morning at 6:45 in the morning.
Base. Feeding them strawberries.
Yeah. Well, we bought a bag of dog treats and we were giving them dog treats. What happened on Sunday? That is a good question. So what happened was...
Well, on Friday, they crucified this dude named...
It's Fiesta Wear.
Jesus, something like that. And then
Yeah,
Sunday rolled around, and they were checking his, like, little grave, and there was just, like, nothing there. So they're kind of freaking out about it.
So what happened was my roommate went out to... he basically drove, like, an hour and a half outside of town to go, like... to a shooting range, and then the shooting range was closed, and they were like, okay, well, we can go on a nature trail. And so they took his 4x4 Toyota Tacoma truck out on the nature trail, and it had been raining all of the night before, so it was kind of muddy there, and parts of the trail were sunk underwater. And so he drove his truck through a really deep section and got it stuck in the middle of, like, this lake. And then he was trying to, like, rock it back and forth to get it unstuck, and his 4-wheel drive stopped working. And so he sent me this... I was, like, on my computer working on editing some YouTube videos on Sunday, just, like working normally and stuff, and I made myself one of those pre-mixed Starbucks drinks, so I, like, brought it downstairs with me and, like, takes one sip out of it, opens up my editing video, and then I get a message from him, and he's like, I'm stuck, and I have low cell reception. And I'm like, do you need help? And he says, yes. And so, Fiesta Wear, spicy plates, it keeps your food warm. The truck was thirsty.
I would have joined JJ on this little adventure, but I was hitting that honk schnoo whenever he went out to go play rescue.
Yeah. It was very sudden. It was like, all right, I'm leaving in 5. And so I just threw a bunch of stuff in my backpack, including a change of clothes, because I knew that with his truck up to the doors in water, which is like, that's like 3 feet, because this truck has 33-inch tires and a 5-inch lift on it. So it's got like 3 feet of ground clearance already. Happy you get to watch me again. Where was I? But, like, So he was 90 something miles south of St. Louis. So I jump in my Jeep that I just fixed and go running down there. I get to the location. I have 0 cell coverage. At some point, it loaded a screenshot that he sent me finally. And the screenshot showed him next to this highway. And the highway was like an hour back in the opposite direction. And I was like, that's not right. And I finally got cell service back. And the link he sent me with the GPS coordinates, when I opened it in Apple Maps, it took me to a different location, even though he had the grid coordinate that he sent me. So I had to drive another 70 miles back to where he actually was. And then when I got there, I had to drive through this, I had to drive through the forest because this trail was not really a trail. It was very overgrown with trees and stuff. And so I knocked 2 of my roof lights out of alignment, and one of them doesn't work now, so I'm going to have to fix that. But I made it out there. I had to drive through a bunch of deep water sections too. We got his truck hooked up to the tow strap. After several yanks, we finally got his truck out. But we also broke one of the tow chains halfway through, and it flung it into his tailgate and caved his tailgate in, and also shattered his back window. Didn't run out of gas. No, I stopped for gas halfway there and refilled so that I had plenty.
I did not know that you shattered, that his back window got shattered.
Yeah.
All I heard about was the axle part.
Yeah, so, his tailgate is currently caved in and his rear window is exploded. But, we got his truck out. We drove it home. I looked at it last night and noticed that he's missing his front driver's side axle. The axle shaft is just gone. So that's why his 4-wheel drive stopped working.
Gonna go back out to the puddle and look for it.
Hi, Tatsu. He was tempted to take it as a souvenir.
Bruh.
Yeah, but the kinetic tow strap was a lifesaver because after that we were like, all right, I'm now reminded why we don't use tow chains for towing. And we just hooked it up directly to the kinetic strap, even though it was in a really awkward spot because I had to kind of park halfway on the water to hook it up because it was just slightly too short. So we did that. I yanked him once and pulled him back like a foot. Oh no, I gotta rewind. So my first thought was his truck was high centered. All 4 wheels were high centered in the middle of this 4-foot deep pool of water. And so I'm like, what if we take your skyjacker lift and we jack the back of the truck up so that it's off of where it's high centered, and then we can stick stuff under the tires. And it's like, okay, so we get out his high lift jack and he goes to try and crank it and it's not going up, and he's like, what's wrong? And we look down and he's missing the cotter pin that goes in the actual shaft for it that activates the mechanism. And he's like, oh, the pin is missing. And I'm like, what do you mean the pin is missing? So here we are with a high lift jack that we can't use because the pin is gone. And I'm like, all right, fine. And so I go back to my Jeep and I'm digging through my toolbox that I brought with me and find okay, here's a screwdriver. Here is a deep socket, and here's an Allen key. Which one of these can I just shove in there to do a makeshift pin with? And so the screwdriver was too thin, the socket was too thick, the Allen key was thin, but it was chromoly, so it was very strong, and it was just good enough to get it working. So we just stuck the Allen key into where the pin goes. We jacked the truck up 2 feet. We put a bunch of branches underneath the wheels. We keep it jacked up, and then that's when I pulled it with the Jeep and got it to skid back about a foot. Who's falling? Helpy high. Helpy high high. Helpy high? Helpy high. I think the video froze. Hi. Welcome to the Gamer Zone. We are playing, we are virtually emulating VR chat. Good vibe zone with our little beach house that we've got here with the cruise ship in the background. This is technically the Poseidon Adventure, but before the actual movie starts, so we're just kind of hanging out until the terrorists take over. But yeah. And so we yanked it back about a foot, and then we repositioned it, and then yanked it the rest of the way and got it out completely there. So yeah. And to answer your question, Bryant, here, let me scroll back so I can get through all these comments. JJ, Taco, Tatsu, Your roomie is lucky? Yeah. He's lucky that I'm here with all the tools and stuff when he messes up and we gotta go rescue him. But that's what all my stuff is for, so it worked out just like we would imagine. Where was I? The axle really said, "All right, I'm out." Poof, and it's gone. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Did you fix the truck before? Yes, that was the one that we were working on a little bit earlier. So now we have more stuff to fix on it now. But we were planning on changing the CV axles anyway because the boots were ripped on it, and I was like, hey, I don't know how long that's gonna last with it open. It turns out, just long enough to get him stuck in a hole, and then it was like, all right, bye. Wet stinky dingo time. Wow. Did you all consider leaving the truck overnight for the puddle to drain so that it wouldn't be all messed up? Okay, so yes, but he still had all of his like gun stuff and things that wouldn't fit in the Jeep, and we didn't want to leave it there, but like we would if we needed to. We'd have to just be really uncomfortable driving back with all that stuff in the Jeep, which we were almost at that point. But you like my avatar? Thank you. I made it myself, mostly. I have a little tutorial on YouTube if you ever wanted to make one. I actually use this as the example so you can see me making this through the entire tutorial.
Imagine being blue.
But yeah, so we thought about leaving it there, but I brought a shovel with me too. And what we did was, since we were on a slight slope, we used the shovel to dig a little like trough for the water to drain down the slope, and we basically removed about 1.5 feet of water out of that drain before we even started pulling, because like that was the first thing we did, so it was draining as we were like trying to hook up stuff.
I'm in a pickle and you can drive for a nickel.
Yeah, that was essentially what it felt like. Like, imagine being in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere, and it's just you and this truck that's inside the middle of a lake. And I posted the photo, so you all saw that picture of it just with the water all the way up to the doors. So after we dug the trough, the water actually went down to about where the top of the axle was. So we dropped about like 1.5 feet of water height, which was really good. Just so that we had more room to like maneuver around. And Dingo colonoscopy simulator. You'd love to take your new Kawasaki on a rescue mission? Yeah, that'd be fun. Kawasaki would be cool to go out there. That trail's kind of scary, though. I don't know if you would have liked the route to get to where he was, because it is like 45-degree sideways pitch with the two, because there's like a river that runs, or like a wash sort of that runs in between the like ruts where the tires go. So like it's like this all the way up at a 45-degree pitch uphill, so it's like really steep and off to the side, and my Jeep was kind of struggling getting up that initially. They won't fit in the Jeep. Well, it's because it was him and his coworker. So there was me, him, his coworker, and then all the stuff they brought with them. So that's a lot of stuff and people to fit in my little like cube of a Jeep.
Yeah, because you don't have like a lot of backseat space as a, let alone when you add people back there.
Yeah, and I had the toolbox, the planks of wood, the tow straps, the tow chains, the winch, like all the other stuff. You're never alone with so many furries stalking you. Me out there in the woods hooking up a truck to my Jeep, random furry walking through the woods. Hey.
I mean, to be fair, if anyone ran up on you guys out in the woods, there was basically an arsenal in your...
You gotta break it in somehow. It's only got 300 miles. You know, my Enduro had 300 miles on it when it got stolen. Rest in peace.
Rip.
I hope it's living a good life wherever it is. That's pretty much what you did when you were here in Michigan. Yeah, you prowling the campground for like, where's the car with the stripes? And they're like, oh yeah, it's there. If you had to pick to eat a pickle every time you talked or not be able to eat fast food ever again, did it bring Chance XL along? I should have had it mounted to the roof so it'd like just be doing this the whole way. Eat a pickle every time you talk or not be able to eat. So I love pickles. I would sit on a pickle and then just continue talking indefinitely, because technically that's eating it, so I would beat the system.
Hey, you could have just taken it. It sits on my desk, you know, the Chance XL.
Yo. It would be like when the dogs come up behind you and they shove their nose between your legs. What you doing out here? I hate when fursuiters do that to me in the Headless Lounge.
Unreal.
What did I get for lunch today? So I made this like, it was technically chicken pasta, but it was more like mac and cheese because it turned out really thick when it was done. I gave some to Fen yesterday. He approves. He said it was really good. It uses spicy ranch seasoning and some chicken broth, some tricolor rotini noodles, crispy bacon, cheddar cheese, cream cheese, and some sauteed chicken cubes.
I was telling Jay that it would go really hard if you like wrapped it in tinfoil and then threw it into the air fryer at like 400 for like 4 or 5 minutes. And then he had the genius idea, brainstorm, of what if you threw it on bread and made a grilled cheese out of it? Like a chicken, bacon, pasta grilled cheese. I know that sounds wild, but with the amount of cheese that's in there, oh my gosh, it would get ooey gooey. There's so much cheddar in it. I'm like sitting at my desk salivating, thinking about that pasta again. Sorry, Jay, you're not getting the rest of that for work this week. As soon as this stream's over, I'm going up there. I'm just bringing the tub downstairs.
Yeah, it's basically like chicken bacon ranch pasta. Yummy. Breaks windshield. Oopsies. The chance gets launched because it's like one of the anchor points for the winch.
Oh my god.
You're the one friend that I never get to see, so you pounced. Pounced ooh on the opportunity. Poof. Cheese. Chance XL as a pry bar. Yeah. We looped the so we had a what's called a kinetic recovery strap, which I definitely suggest if you're going to have a tow strap in your car, get one of those because it is way better than a normal tow strap in every way. So much better. It's safer, it's more effective, it's just easier to work with. They're a little pricey. Mine was like $60, but like it's basically a giant bungee cord. What is Velveeta and why it isn't cheese? It is sus cheese. It's imposter cheese. It still works though. It melts really good. It makes things creamy. It's decent.
Creamy.
You had a ton of fun. Sucks that you had to work. Yeah. It was nice seeing you though. It was fun. We got to hang out. We got to roast food over the fire. Got that cool photo selfie of us driving down the highway.
I need to eat peanut butter pizza with Miles because if I remember right, Miles is like one of the few people that actually enjoyed the combo.
Peanut butter pasta.
Miles, so that's right? You were one of the people that enjoyed the peanut butter pizza.
This video is sponsored by Kinetic Straps. Taco pulls the strap out of me. You with the floor. No.
The XL chances on the other side of the strap and it just pops out of you too.
PB pizza.
Yeah, see, Miles is based.
Peanut butter bacon burger pizza.
I mean, if that hamburger place in my town was serving it, we could have gotten it that time. So,
Hey.
Miles, in my old town, right? They do like burger specials there. When JJ was there, what was the one they were serving when you were there? The
Jalapeno popper?
burger.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one.
yeah, that's a really good one. But they have a different special where they take a double patty burger and they add peanut butter, red pepper jelly, jalapeno cured bacon, and sriracha on it. So good.
Are my DMs open for food pictures? Sure, yeah. My DMs are just open in general.
Oh, Splat, what are you needing the recipe for the JJ's chicken bacon ranch pasta?
The chicken bacon ranch pasta. I actually made the most perfect bacon in the oven ever for this recipe just by accident because I left it out so it was like, it wasn't fridge temperature anymore, but it wasn't warm. And then I put it on 350 so it was like slow cooking and it made it like perfectly crisp without burning anything. It was perfect. Buy things from the wish list. The wish list. Bryant be like, give Splat my address. Me at 3 a.m, seeing Splat climbing through the window.
Safe. We just need Splat out here.
With handcuffs and a leash. What?
We just need Splat out here. We can all walk on that road that's by your house. That's full of just drivers that shouldn't be on that road. Actually, Splat might have a good time at Grant's farm.
Yeah, Grant's farm was fun. It was nice just like sitting in the little cart driving around.
Yeah, it was fun messing with the goats. I saw that you had a real fun time playing with all the little. You know what? I was about to say playing with the kids because that's what baby goats are called, but maybe I shouldn't use that wording. Playing with all the small goats.
No, he meant it exactly how he said it initially.
There's a reason JD's not allowed to live near a school zone. Anyway,
You want to see me in the Splat character references? Yes, mine is on FA. It's just there. Don't look at my FA. You jump in. You're selling my address now? Well, respect the hustle, I guess. How am I celebrating gay month? By being gay, I guess?
he's literally wearing like arms, little like programmer socks. Like how is he not already celebrating Pride Month?
Let me just pull out the After Dark avatar.
Every time I wake up, every time I've woken up this past week, his muzzle has been like deep throating my foot. So I guess that's how he's like, yeah, like I guess that's how he's celebrating Pride Month.
Don't look at your FA. Yeah, don't look at Splat's FA either. There's nothing in there. Don't worry about it. Tickle my special spot. I don't have a special spot.
Yeah, you do.
Furries be like, tickle his special spot. All right. Oh no, he's coming over here.
You tickle your special spot.
Stay away from me.
You tickle your special spot.
No.
You're welcome, Tatsu.
The X looks at Splat's FA. Luckily, that's not Splat's FA. He can't get any further. It's 7 p.m. Oh, it is 7 p.m. Wow. That went by fast. Uh-oh. You know what that means. Uh-oh, what's happening? Peanut Butter Man 1242. Wow. And we were just talking about peanut butter too. What a big surprise. I've been expecting you, Peanut Butter Man. Do you put peanut butter on your pizza?
Because peanut butter does go on pizza.
Burger King jalapeno cheese is disgusting. I don't know if I've had that. You've incinerated.
Put peanut butter on your pizza.
Oh, there goes my leg.
Look, all I'm saying is peanut butter goes on a burger. It can go on a pizza. If it goes on steak, it can go on a taco.
Peanut Butter Man says no, it does not go on pizza. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm not taking this from the second Peanut Butter Man because I'm the first.
You like weird combos? Yeah, it is a weird combo, not gonna lie. All I can think about though is when Lois bit into the pizza and was like, what? And just like dropped it on the floor.
Oh yeah, dude, he was like, the immediate reaction was gross, and then like he chewed it for a few. I was like, you know what? That's not that bad, and just took another bite. Just immediate visceral reaction followed by
PB and
I
mayo.
can go for that.
Ew.
Oh, have you never had a PB and mayo sandwich?
No, that sounds ew.
Dude, no, it's good.
You'll throw a peanut at.
No, it's good because mayo is basically egg. So like if you've seen me, I put fried eggs on my peanut butter toast before. It's literally the same thing, but like softer.
The old fursuit vajazzle. Yo, based. Alright, let's see who's online so we can go bother them since we're at our 7 o'clock time. And you know what that means? It means time for food.
Peanut butter man, do not throw peanuts at me. Throw peanut butter on my pizza slice.
Poof.
It goes good. Ah!
Alright, who's online? Cross is online.
The frequency of the FMS.
Let me get his thing open.
I need to find me a femboy that'll let me put peanut butter on him.
Yeah. Alright. We're gonna go raid Cross. Any last questions or comments before we finish up for tonight?
Burger King foot lettuce.
The last thing you want on your Burger King burger.
Last thing you... Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want on your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
What am I eating for dinner? The leftover food from the event, including the raisin, the whatever it's called. Wow. Time for us to come visit? No. Dishonored to look at you.
He's a peanut butter man. Just throw a little peanut butter on some steak or like a quesadilla or like a hot dog or something like that.
Pizza
okay?
Hut has a hamburger pizza.
Actually, peanut butter man. Don't put peanut butter on a hot dog because while it's good, I'm gonna tell you something that's better. Get a hot dog and make sure it's in its bun and dip that shit in lemonade, dog. Oh, it goes crazy because like the bun gets all like soaked and soggy and stuff like that, and that makes the bread sweet.
Ew.
Have I never talked to you about that before?
Ew. Stop that.
No, dude, it's so good.
No.
Especially if it's like Tropicana lemonade or like
Stay away from me.
Simply.
Qualify for femboy.
The bun though.
Why is my FA name forbidden phrase? I don't know what you're talking about, AB. I'm a hot dog. Time to get me all soggy with mayo. Oh. Man.
Mayo goes hard on hot dogs.
All right. Looks like playtime is over for chat.
What you doing with that, big boy? Hey, watch that. Watch that. Almost got me in there.
You and your
Lemonade mayo. What of it?
lemonade mayo. You mean lemonaioli? Because that's what that is. Mayo makes me hard. Wow.
Oh, splat. Frickin' there's this stuff that I love putting on my glizzies, and it's something that I make for Jay whenever we do the chicken wraps. What do we call those? They're not necessarily
pitas?
gyros. Yeah, the chicken pitas.
Pita?
There's like a homemade peppercorn garlic aioli that I make for it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I love making that.
You dip Oreos in orange juice? Oh, okay.
See, everyone here's based. It's not as bad as that picture I saw where someone was dipping their Oreos in water.
Water is just milk when you're poor.
What's wrong with dipping it in orange
Am I invited
juice?
over yet? You want food? Okay, a food cooking party? We can make those spicy chicken pitas again because those are good. The pickled red onions and extra gluten.
Based. Make the pickled red onions a little less intense this time. The previous batch wasn't bad, but I couldn't just snack on them like the previous ones. They were a little too strong.
Oh, I don't know what the difference was. I thought I used the same ratio of...
Ratio?
Ratio of... Maybe it's because I used more apple cider vinegar this time. Because that one's a little more... No, I didn't. I used the same amount. What did I do differently? I don't know. Maybe it's because I put more onions in each one, so they like... I put more onions in the jar, so it like diluted it better. That must be why.
I have to say, there's just something really strong about the last batch that made it hard to eat like a bunch of it, which is why I haven't torn through it like I did the original one.
Lemonade mayo hot dog? Yeah.
Hey.
What do you put on the candy cane before you give it to JJ? We just eat it. Breakfast.
Oh, that
All
reminds
right,
me.
goodbye, AB.
Later, AB. That reminds me, when I was going through my phone earlier, I found candy cane pictures that I completely forgot about.
Oh yeah, the candy cane pictures.
Yeah.
You're free tomorrow. All right, I guess we'll finish up for today and we'll get some stuff done. So,
I'm stuff.
okay, Rhino.
Reno bitches.
Show me the candy cane pics. Oh.
Sorry, no hablo inglés, hablo español y alemán.
Surprising flights. More like Bowser-ing flights. He. So funny. All right, so yeah. Thanks everyone. We're gonna take our break now, so I'll see you all next time, which should be Friday for the game stream. So yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.